Hi, I'm Rachael-Jayne from theyinproject.com. It's inspiring to see so many women stepping up now into their power and saying, I have a message to share. I have something to offer the world that will make people's lives more joyful, more spiritual, more entertaining, creative. I love supporting and working with women like this, whether they're crystal clear on what that looks like for them, or they just know that they're here for something more, and they may not be quite sure on what that looks like. Given that we live in a culture that puts priority on and values the masculine way of doing things, I see a lot of women using their sense of direction, focus, discipline, working hard, but forget the feminine gifts that actually are the gifts and ways of doing things that move us fully into our authentic power as women. We tend to work hard at the cost of our health or our stress levels. Sometimes when we're only in the masculine way of doing things, we can feel a sense of loss, lost, confusion. What am I really here to do? Because we're continuously thinking, what should I be doing? What should this look like? Versus a deeper sense of what do I want my life to look like? So in the next few minutes here together, I want to share with you some ways that will help you use your feminine gifts to move your business forward, or maybe a project forward, to help you step into leadership in your own way. I want to support you in fulfilling your purpose the feminine way. What are you here to give the world? The conscious feminine woman practices the art of following. Now, following has had a bad rap, as if it's less than, weak, as if it means that I can't lead. To me, being a good follower doesn't mean I can't lead if I choose, but that I love to follow because it's more fun. I feel more connected to who I am. Think of a great dancer, a man who is a strong lead and that you can trust. Doesn't it feel great to allow him to lead you around the dance floor so you can let go, surrender, feel your body, feel the movement, be in the present moment more? So let's take that example, the dance floor, into life and how you're stepping into your feminine power. We all have a dance partner in life. You may call it your higher power, intuition, God, source. But we are in a relationship and in some ways led, in many ways led by this power. And we get to choose to follow or not. Sometimes I am following, sometimes I completely forget that I'm connected to this. We will not be able to step in to our full potential and power until we learn the art of following this. And what does that mean? So one way that I practice this, and it has helped me so much in my business and so much in working out what am I here to do, and that I offer you this practice today, is to get clear on the question that you most want to have answers to right now. What is that one thing that you think, gosh, if I had the answer to that, life would be wonderful. Life would be going so much better for me. There's been times in my life over the last 5 years or so in working in the Yin Project that I've felt lost. I've felt, what am I doing this all for? I was trying so hard to get this message out and things just weren't coming together. And I spent some weeks, some days, sometimes some months in freak out, in worry. And then I remembered, I have this partner that I can tune into and follow. So I sat down after I got clear on these questions, or a question, and wrote that down, got myself into a state of gratitude, a state of higher vibration, if you will, feeling love, feeling gratitude for my life and who was in it, and then stayed quiet and asked this question. And I didn't go searching for an answer or clasping for an answer. I just waited and followed any sound I heard, any feeling I felt, and wrote down what I got. And in those times in my life when I needed answers, I am still blown over by what I got. One of the questions I asked a few years ago was, what do I do? What is the next thing for me to do in moving forward with my purpose? And in my quiet time, I saw the word and then heard it. I saw the word sing. And for some of you, you know that my background is a singer and that I was burnt out from the music industry, didn't want to do that anymore. And I'm getting this answer, sing. So I wrote down, what is this about? I don't want to do that anymore. And I got some guidance about how I could bring that into the work with the Yin Project. And now I do this whole entertainment experience on the power of the feminine. So that was a huge one for me. And just recently too, with these economic times, things were going less. People were less on the internet. And I don't mind sharing this with you. But I was asking, what can I do in my business to make more of an impact and have people come and listen to this message? And I sat with my gratitude, wrote down what I heard, followed what I heard, and it was one of the best income producing ideas that I've ever had. And it wasn't me, it wasn't my intellect so much, it was this art of following. So do this today. You may even have a question already, but write it down later, turn the computer off, be quiet and ask, what is that? And have a prayer or an intention to follow this guidance more in your life. What would it be like if you were open to receiving more of this? Remember, the yin is the following and receiving.